Prairie Mosaic is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4, 2008. The North Dakota Humanities Council, a nonprofit, independent state partner of the National Endowment for the Humanities. The North Dakota Council on the Arts, and by the members of Prairie Public.
Hi, I'm Barb Gravel.
And I'm Bob Danback. Welcome to Prairie Mosaic, a patchwork of stories about the people and places that contribute to the arts, culture, and history in our region.
On this edition, we'll look at how communities strive to be efficient in their agriculture, enjoy the sounds of a five-voice a cappella group, and learn about one of North Dakota's earliest governors, Honest John Burke. The Mandan chief Forebears was given his name after a battle in which he charged his enemy with the strength of 4 bears. His generosity and fearlessness in battle gained him the respect of the Mandan people, who honor his memory to this day.
It is one of the primary questions we get here at the museum. Why is everything around here called Forebears? What was Forebears? Who was Forebears? We have the Forebears Bridge, we have the Forebears Casino, we have Forebears Village, and sometimes they even call us the Forebears Museum. People are sometimes a little bit surprised to learn that there were 2 chief forebears, or 2 warriors forebears. The Mandan forebears and then the Hidatsa forebears. They lived at different times in the history of our tribe, the Mandan forebears being the earlier of the 2. The reason that the Mandan forebears is so revered is because of his reputation as being a great warrior and defending the rest of the tribe from enemies and people that would be seeking to harm them. The Hidatsa forebears is known for being a great leader and a negotiator at the Fort Laramie meeting in 1851. The life of the Mandan forebears began probably about 1800. At the time he was born, there was already a tremendous change in the society of the Mandan people. Prior to that time, they probably lived a fairly peaceful life along the Missouri River. They were planters, farmers, planted huge crops, lived permanently in earth lodge villages, and had a highly developed social structure. About that time, the influx of the Europeans began to impact on Forebears and its people. He probably saw a lot of change. He saw the coming of the white man. He saw the harassment of the Sioux. That's when the warfare between the tribes on the Great Plains began. Everybody had allies and enemies, so Forebears was born into that as a young man and distinguished himself then as a warrior. The warrior status was very highly thought of. That's probably his legacy now as a very distinguished warrior and a protector of the people and the village where he lived. The most interesting thing about Forebears is how did he get that name? With Indian people, a person could have several names. They could have a name at birth, they could have a name when they became a young person, they could distinguish themselves in some manner and get another name. Forebears acquired his name from the fact that he was a great warrior. In a battle he had with one of the enemy tribes, they were amazed at how he could fight, and they called him that he fights almost like 4 bears together. That would be quite a strong fighter, I would say. He was also noted as being very congenial. When the white man first arrived, he was very hospitable and very welcoming. In June of 1837, then a boat came up the river, and they had a sick man on board, And he was left at the Mandan village, and they said, we'll pick him up on our way back down. Well, he had smallpox. The Mandan people were told, leave your villages, outrun this epidemic, outrun this germ. They couldn't because they had permanent villages, they had gardens, they had fields. So they stayed, which was probably the worst thing they could do because the earth lodges were not conducive to getting rid of the smallpox germ. So as a result, almost the entire population of the Mandan people, and Forebears being one of them, that perished in the epidemic. There's a speech, sort of a farewell speech, where he talks about, I've always been a friend to the white man, we've welcomed him, we've given him food, we've given him lodging, and look what he's done to us. In 1832, there were two very prominent artists, George Catlin and Carl Bodmer. Now, Carl Bodmer accompanied Prince Maximilian. He's an explorer. Carl Bodmer did a lot of sketching and painting while he was on this journey. George Catlin came from back east. He was also interested in making sketches of Indian people before they disappeared. Both Catlin and Bodmer did artist sketches and portraits of forebears. So we have those. We know they're very well done. Catlin and Bodmer did only the Mandan forebears. The Hidatsa forebears would have been perhaps too young or still a child. So we don't have any images of the Hidatsa forebears like we do of the Mandan forebears. Forebears to me signifies a time when the Mandan people were probably at the pinnacle. Ideally, he represents that kind of lost society that everybody's trying to acquire. The reason it's important to remember forebears is for any historical reason that we remember Thomas Jefferson or we remember George Washington, to really have a full understanding of why we're here and how we're here. We got to look back and see the path, the journey. The Indian history is a big part of it.
It's little known that the statue of Honest John Burke represents North Dakota in the United States Capitol. The statue stands as a testament to the life of an early North Dakota governor whose hard work, intelligence, and dedication to duty represents a man who was instrumental in ridding the state of political corruption.
John Burke shows that with a concerted effort, bossism can be put in its place. That if the people get cranky enough, that change can happen, which I think sometimes is quite comforting, to know that change can happen or change will happen when good people get together. He arrives just before statehood. I think he arrives in 1888. And he's elected to the State House of Representatives, spends a term there, and then is elected to the State Senate. And he doesn't really shine. But if you look at his first, say, 10 years in public office, they're not symbolic of the man he'll become. This was a time that North Dakota politics were, for the most part, Republican, and for the most part run from afar by a man named Alexander Mackenzie. One of the things that Mackenzie did is he has this control over the railroads, insurance companies, banks, and he's able to divvy out the goodies. He's able to divvy out jobs, free railroad transportation, these sorts of things. And it's a pretty strong position. He's got power and delivers to the extent that he actually moves his personal residence to St. Paul and runs a dedicated telegraph line from the Merchants Hotel to the Capitol. So anytime Mackenzie wants or needs something, he could have a message sent directly to the state capitol. He delivers the capital. He delivers votes. All of the governors between statehood and John Burke are essentially handpicked by the Mackenzie machine. It's your turn. You've paid your dues. Fred Fancher, you've paid your dues. Roger Allen, you paid your dues. It's your turn to be governor. And basically you had to be a party loyalist. And many folks who were not part of the Mackenzie gang really felt locked out of the Republican Party. You start to see the Republican Party fracturing on Mackenzieism, and so you see a unity of individuals who are progressive Republicans and the Democrats joining together in the 1906 election to take out the Republican nominee who actually was running for re-election, Elmore Sarles. At the Democratic nomination process, when it comes time to nominate a governor for the 1906 election, Burke is nominated. People start referring to him as Honest John Burke. And part of it, I think, was his willingness to take on some of the undesirables in state politics, that he wasn't willing to be swayed by apparently some nice offers to go away. John Burke wins the election, not easily. This is considered to be quite the surprise to Mackenzie. Supposedly he gets into a fist fight in Bismarck, that how could he have possibly lost the governor's office, even though he himself wasn't running, but how could he possibly have not been able to control it? Burke shows that you don't have to be a party loyalist. In fact, he's the anti-party loyalist. And after that, I can't swear that every succeeding governor was upright, upstanding, and morally acceptable, but I think the governorship does elevate. It's a different John Burke that takes office in January of 2007, then left politics in about 1905, 1906. He's just a different, something's changed in his political mindset. I don't know if you could take one point out of the Burke administration, but I think there's two or three that make it a turning point, and what it puts away and what it opens up. We see pure food, pure health, pure seed. Railroads are taxed more highly than they had been, making a contribution to the larger society. We see the creation of a traveling public library. I've always thought of him as the real voice of progressivism in North Dakota. We see, I guess it'd be a kinder, friendlier government, one that looks at its own people to what it can do to make things a little bit better for folks. I was in Washington, D.C. summer before last, and you've got all of these guys lined up. You've got, Washington and Jefferson and Robert Livingston almost in a toga. Everyone's looking pretty fine and fancy. And then there's John Burke. If you look at all those other statues, you go, that's North Dakota.
Is bigger always better? Do we sacrifice our lifestyle and our sense of community when we strive for better efficiency in agriculture? We'll explore these questions and more in a segment from the Prairie Public North Dakota Humanities Council project, Key Ingredients.
As every farmer knows, efficiency is an important equation that you can't ignore. But I think there are a lot of misconceptions about efficiency. We have this notion somehow that the bigger you get, the more efficient you become. That there's that almost locked-in relationship. And so if you aren't going to get bigger, you're going to be less efficient, and therefore you're not going to survive.
Something that's efficient has little wasted motion and produces an outcome with a minimal effort. The goal of that is to conserve energy and avoid waste. But the efficiencies that are gained in the economic system, especially in the food system, have the reverse effect.
And I started to think about, some of my friends who farm, who now are farming 25,000 acres. Well, you figure at that rate, you got to really be efficient, right? But at least one quarter section of one of my friends who farms 25,000 acres is 100 miles from the farm. It takes a lot more energy and time, et cetera, to plant and harvest that quarter section than the one that's next to the farmstead. So you start to lose efficiencies as you get larger.
The problem is not technology, it's our use and our philosophy of technology, that there is no limits to what we can do. So if we have a problem, we will just apply technology and overcome that problem. Economic efficiency can measure cost benefits in economic terms, but some of the costs and benefits that we have to consider are not economic and they can't be quantified. For example, how do you know if somebody is happy? Okay, how do you measure that in quantifiable terms? How do you measure the value of the work that earthworms do in the soil? What is the economic value of the beauty of a native prairie? Okay? We can't put these things into an accounting ledger, tally it up, and say, we have economically achieved this in the most efficient way possible, because it can't measure that for us. There's no tool to do that.
Where we're at right now is 75% of our total food and agriculture is being produced by just 195,442 farms in this country. And 30% of those farmers are over age 65 and only 5% are under age 35.
In America right now, 2% of Americans make their living by farming. So that means that 98% of Americans are in the consumer end of the equation on this one. So we've got a very small sector actually producing and a large sector looking for their next fix. And I worry over that if we don't get more people understanding and participating in the producing end of this equation, that one of these days we'll go to the supermarket and there's not going to be something for our next fix. And then what are we going to do? So if we think about the economic efficiency of two farmers farming the same amount of land that 30 farmers used to be able to farm. It's more economically efficient if 2 guys and 2 tractors can do that job instead of 30 guys doing that job. So on a strict balance scale, okay, just costs, inputs, and output, we say that is definitely more economically efficient. The problem is that we didn't ask what the goal was. Okay? The goal was never economic efficiency. The goal was things that matter to people. And when people are asked about what is it that you really love or value about life, they don't say economic efficiency. They say things like, I want to be able to put my kids through college. I want them to have a better life than I had. I want to be able to get together with my neighbors and live in a safe community. I want my kids to be able to go to a good public school. So what is the implications of just having 2 farmers where there was once 30? Suddenly your kid has to travel 60 miles round trip to get to a town that has a school anymore. You've lost 30 families in your community. So now the businesses like the hardware store, the restaurants now aren't economically viable anymore. So these are things that we don't often measure by economic efficiency, and we can't measure. But we need to keep those values and goals front and center and keep economic efficiency in its place.
Efficiency isn't a measure of happiness. It may be a measure of the opposite of happiness. So I think what we need to become, rather than talking about efficient food systems, is we should talk about food systems that make us happy. And raising a garden and sharing your produce with your neighbor makes me happy, and having a food system that produces local nutritionist food that I can buy, still affordable prices, makes a lot of people happy. So that would be my advice to people, is get off the word efficient and talk about systems that make us happy and healthy.
An energetic five-voice a cappella group from Winnipeg, Manitoba, the Riffs have been entertaining audiences for over 16 years with their arrangements of popular hits from the 60s to the present day.
It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Have a good time, 'cause it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. We're gonna move it real slow when the lights are low. When you move it slow, feels like a more, 'cause it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. When I wake up in the morning, feeling bad like so many others do, hold out your soul and make life your goal, and surely something's gonna come to you. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Have a good time, 'cause it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. Come on, listen to the beat. Tap your feet, 'cause you got soul. Everybody knows that it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. Someday I'll find myself a woman who will love me and treat me real nice. My road's gotta go, my love she will know, from morning, noon until night. And she's gotta say that it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Have a good time, 'cause it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. Come on, clap your hands. Give yourself a chance, 'cause you got soul. Everybody knows that it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. Yeah, you got soul. Everybody knows that it's all right. Whoa, it's all right.
Hi, we are the Riffs. We're a five-voice a cappella group from Winnipeg, Manitoba in Canada. My name is Reno Garrell, and I'm one of the 5 members in this a cappella group. One of the unique things about the Riffs is that we are all either present or past music educators in the city of Winnipeg. We have a huge passion for music and actually teaching music as well and sharing what we have musically and with our kids. The Riffs have been around for about 16 years. In those 16 years, we have performed approximately 450 shows, not only across Winnipeg, but across the province and across parts of Canada. The unique thing about this group is that we do sing a cappella, but we choose repertoire from mostly popular music. And so everything that you hear is arranged by members of the group or together.
Bum, 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 bum. Monday, so good to me. Monday morning, it was all I wanted it would be. Monday morning, gave me no warning of what was to be. Oh, Monday, Monday, how could you leave and not take me? Monday, Monday, can't trust that day. Monday morning, sometimes it just turns out that way. But Monday morning couldn't guarantee that Monday evening you would still be here with me. Oh, every other day of the week is fine, yeah. But when Monday comes, you can find me crying all the time. Monday, Monday, so good to me. Monday morning, it was all I wanted to be. Oh, Monday morning, give me no warning of what was to be. Oh, Monday, Monday, how could you leave and not take me? Monday, Monday, so good to me. Monday morning, oh, Tuesday, what a Monday morning. Sometimes it just turns out that way. Monday, Monday.
If you know of an artist, a topic, or an organization in our region that you think would make for an interesting segment, please contact us at prairiemosaic@prairiepublic.org. I'm Barb Gravel.
And I'm Bob Dambach. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Prairie Mosaic.
Prairie Mosaic is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008. The North Dakota Humanities Council, a nonprofit, independent state partner of the National Endowment for the Humanities. The North Dakota Council on the Arts, and by the members of Prairie Public.